Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently enforcing the requirement of the Vor technocracy to register to vote. They have not yet done so, which is remarkable. We've told them a number of times, but they have not done it. I've also noticed this fleet down over here. We didn't previously see that fleet, but it's not a big deal. They have attacked us through the wormhole up here, which I, for some reason, didn't consider, but we are now heading in and attacking them in Uproth. So this should be no problem. We'll get this fleet eliminated, and then we'll pivot around and attack them in Seoberg. They are heading over to Sirius, actually. So they're heading over, and they're going to fight the station here. Now, the station has not recovered. Both of these are heading to Sirius. Okay. They are now fleeing. Are you still heading to Sirius? No, you're heading to Volhall. Okay, so they're heading up this direction. Now, of course, we are attacking down over here as well, and over this way. So that's all queued up. All looks good there. We're very negative in our energy credits right now, but that is mostly because our trade is disrupted by them attacking up here. So that's nothing too major. We pop in over here and engage them plus the station. Cool. So we should have no real problem defeating their fleet.
Spaceport under attack.
And the station will fall incredibly quickly. There we go. The station has fallen.
Technology discovered.
And their fleet will be pushed out of here.
Lost.
Okay, where did they attack? Volhall? Yeah, that's to be expected. Cool.
Colony conquered.
So we've successfully invaded over this direction. How much should we lose? I think 10 units. That's more than I would have liked to lose, but we're going to head into Yad Bem and then Akalim after that. Cool. So at this point, we should go for probably Fleet Command Limit. I believe Fleet Command Limit caps out at 250. So that'll be fine. We have returned here. We will hit this Reinforce Fleet button. These will slowly regenerate over time. So we need to make our way over towards Volhall. But we need to figure out where they're planning to go. Looks like they're going back to Seoberg, which is actually good for us. We like that. Okay, let's... Disconnected capital. Ah, okay, right, because we're no longer connected via the hyper relay because they're up here. Yeah, that's fine. No problem there. I just hadn't ever seen that icon before. Fantastic. Cool. So we're engaging up over this way, and we're going to engage in Akalim next, and we will invade the planet here fairly soon. I do want to come over to Ain, and we will start to recruit... What do we want to go for? Xenomorph armies? Honestly? Yes. We'll queue up some Xenomorph armies here. Cool. And they're currently in Seoberg, so we are currently there. Are they going to head over to Nolyan?
Engaging enemy fleet.
If they do, that's a mistake. They're going to take significant damage attacking that with only that single fleet. So I don't think they should do that. Cool. No, they're just going to, like, bombard over Seoberg. I think that's a pretty big mistake, too. So we're going to hit our Reinforce All button. Fantastic. We are going to go negative in energy credits very soon here. So I'm going to sell off some volatile motes to keep us afloat until we get Seoberg back. And that'll be fine. These guys are just sitting over here. They're not particularly relevant at this point. Fantastic. So we'll attack Seoberg. The station is already down. Cool. We should have no problem defeating them here, and then we're probably going to dip up to Earth for repairs. A spaceport lost right now? Where? Oh, they've attacked up over here. But this worked exactly as we planned. The Juggernaut pulled them up over this way, and then the station here engaged them. So that's perfect. Our Science Nexus has been completed. That's fantastic. That is now fully equipped and operational. So next up, we would want to go for the Mega Shipyard Core, but I think, well, actually, let's go ahead and do that. We do have all of our ships, or nearly all of our ships, currently in position. So that seems fine. The Vor did send a fleet up over this way, but it is dying here. Cool. So the question is, what L-gate did they use? We probably don't know. They could have used one of these L-gates over here, but that's fine. No real problem. So we're engaging in Seoberg, of course. And their fleet is going to be eliminated here. They're going to take significant damage. We took some damage as well, to be sure. Okay. So we're going to send these guys up to Sirius for repairs. And we'll also reinforce that fleet. Fleet is at full strength. We barely took any damage there. That's amazing. I'm really, really glad about that one. Okay, so next up. Well, we really should go to Volhall first. And then from there, we may as well go to Sol. So we want to reconnect this over here. That'll be great. Our tech world here, I'm actually going to put in a generator district to help offset our energy credit issue. And what else do we have? We have a mining world here we can put in. Yeah, we're going to have to wait for the minerals on that, but that's fine. Okay. Any moment now. 27, 28, 29. That was a long day. Okay. And there we go. All good. So from here, we want to bring these guys down to Akalim, and we want to land on Vikashkin. That should be a very simple landing for us. From there, we're going to head out over this direction. Cool. So we've got Valhall back. And we're simply going to enter orbit around Sol for the time being. And we'll get our repairs done. Fantastic. So we're going to continue pushing into the Vor technocracy here. This shouldn't be particularly challenging from here.
Deploying liberation forces.
Excellent. We are indeed liberating them. After all, they have to register to vote. That is required to be liberated. So we will attack Bagel here. Are we just going to one-shot this with the Perdition Beam? I don't think it'll quite do enough to one-shot it. The Perdition Beam did a lot, but it didn't quite one-shot. That's fine. Okay. So from here, I would like to move in and hit their capital.
Colony conquered.
That is, I think, extremely important. The construction has finished up in the Epsilon Eridani system, which allows us to gather a lot more trade. That's beautiful. So we're going to push in from here over to the Verul system. We want to threaten their capital. Because they have their science nexus here, and we also have their interstellar assembly site here, we certainly want to threaten their capital. There's no doubt about that. Have these guys finished their repairs yet? Not quite, but they're incredibly close. Okay, their repairs are now done. So we're going to send them out into the Kachata system. And we want to hit basically this entire belt here that they have. This is where most of their development is. So that'll be great. They're sending a fleet out this direction. Okay. I mean, this is only partly occupied by us right now, so we definitely need to come over here and land on Visolik. There's no defenses there. But we need to take this over. The gateway's on our side. That's perfect. So, do we need any additional ships? Yes, but we can't reinforce it. Now we can. That was interesting. Cool.
Deploying liberation forces.
And that is now taken over. So from here, I would like this army to make its way all the way up over to Bahiram. And we will land on Pondak Mog. There we go. So we'll head up over there. We have this Xenomorph army spawning here. That'll be fine for the moment. The Slurpanor built a science nexus. Good for them. Okay. We're going to head in here and attack their capital. They do not have the forces here to stop us. So in we go. This is going to be a major blow to them. Absolutely. Habitat World has finished up. We will from here take armor hit points. Cool. These guys only just arrived back, and they're not repaired. So that's excellent. We're going to do a lot of damage to them and just straight up destroy a lot of these ships. Cool. This station will be eliminated, and this station is likely their primary shipyard. We don't actually know that, but it likely is. So like I said, this is going to be an incredible blow to them. That construction ship is trying to get away, and it does not succeed. Or maybe it does. But let's check in here. Yeah, this was their primary shipyard, I'm pretty sure. So that's great. We are also hitting in Kachata. So for the time being, we can head up over that direction. Cool. Now we do know that they have a fleet here. That's okay. We want to fight their fleet. Their fleet is running, but I believe we catch them. We should, anyway. So that's great. Kachata has now fallen, and we want the third fleet to push down towards Monboth. Okay, have we taken any losses? We took a few. That's fine. We will take losses from this fight, that's for sure. But not all that many. Well, we might take some relatively significant losses. They are 2/3 of our strength. But it shouldn't be anything unmanageable, for sure. Cool. 4,000 alloys worth, and there's a little bit more. That's fine. So for the time being, we're going to go up and start cleaning up some of this territory over this way and take control over this quantum catapult. Fantastic. We, of course, have this station here, and we'll head over to Monboth. Now, that's a citadel there, and we don't actually know what strength it is. So we'll keep an eye on that. This station is ours. And we will work on cleaning up some of this territory over here before backtracking and coming out over this direction, like so. Cool. Oh, the Vor capitulated. So, I was planning on getting more influence. I'll be honest. But I guess that's one way to do things. I'm going to get rid of the station in Prothon. We will have to attack the Vor again later, but we'll make our way back up to Pakshalika. The third fleet will make their way back to Murga for the time being. Now, I'm not convinced. That's a gateway there. We shouldn't need to defend a gateway. We should downgrade this starhold. We should downgrade this starport. And honestly, we should downgrade this citadel here and here. And just use Jasmok. Now, we should put in gun battery, missile battery here and here, like so. We also would put in our disruption field generator and our communications jammer here, and then upgrade this to a star fortress. I'm a little sad that they decided to capitulate like that, but it is what it is. And we'll just turn around to Jasmok. Okay. So they're currently considered pathetic to us. The Slurpanor, if we were hypothetically to declare on them, the Ishni Compact would defend them. Okay. They're a stagnant ascendancy? Oh, no. Hang on. This is the Interstellar Ishni Compact. They are currently being attacked. On multiple fronts. Huh. The Slurpanor are considered equivalent to us right now. Okay. Well, there's a lot of crime here. We should definitely consider putting in a precinct house. And this is set up as an urban world right now. We'll swap that over to a mining world. And we will also put in, for the moment, an energy grid. Okay, let's check in on all of our worlds here. This tech world requires a job. Easy enough. This forge world requires a job. And I think for the moment, I would like to put in exotic gas refineries here, honestly. At least one. So we'll put in one exotic gas refinery, but actually this is housing that this needs. Hilarious. So for the moment, we'll put in an industrial district there as well. Okay. We do need housing on this industrial world, so we'll put in an industrial district here once we have one more month tick. I was definitely not expecting them to capitulate quite that quickly. I want to see how long our truce is. We might just bank up influence and wait out the truce and go after them again. That's a potential option. But let's see how long that truce is. And we'll also scout around for other opportunities to register some voters. So let's see here. When is our truce up? 10 years. Okay. So that's a 10-year truce. What about the consortium over here? We haven't really looked at them. They're considered superior to us in fleet power right now. Interesting. We can definitely reinforce our fleets. And we're still working on our strategic coordination center. We can get a couple more anchorages. And I think we'll go ahead and get started on that. We'll make 2 more anchorages. We've already addressed our defensive situation out over here. So that's all good. And we definitely want a Star Fortress upgrade here. Scum and Villainy on Trappist Prime. Very rude. We will definitely put in a precinct house here. There we go. Other neighbors that we have. We do have this bit of the Bill Knock here. They're friendly to us, and they're also superior. I'd rather not attack them if we had the opportunity. We might consider the Dorbalan. The Imperial Unity Movement and the Conclave of the True Gospel, huh? Okay. So these guys are traveling to Pakshalika. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's all completely okay. For the moment, we aren't planning any imminent wars. This is the Republic of Juawaktra, not the Dorbalan Consortium. How strong are the Dorbalan Consortium or fleets, rather? Wait, are you in a war? You are. And you're kind of losing it, but it's fairly close right now. Okay, fair enough. Well, this Forge World requires housing. We can deal with that. This Industrial World, a job. For the moment, I want to take a quick look here. +6. Okay. We will put in an Industrial District. This Mining World requires a job. These are rulers. We need them to demote. Really, more than anything. Seoberg could get a capital upgrade. That's very expensive in minerals, so I don't know that we're really going to focus on that. We also have this orbital ring. And I think I would like it to be a defensive structure. Kind of like that. So we'll upgrade that. And let's see, the UES Ararat should be fully repaired at this point. Yes, it is. And where is it located? It went back to the station? Okay. We'll position it back over this asteroid where it was previously. Helps if you select the right thing.
Complete.
Fantastic.
Construction complete.
Okay, our mega shipyard is making progress. Cool. We're definitely drifting downward in our energy credits. And these are, of course, anchorages up over here. So, Naval Logistics Office and upgrade. There we go. Anchorages, Naval Logistics Office, and upgrade. Cool. So So what's the goal behind these anchorages? We want to be able to get ourselves another 4th fleet. That would be a very, very big boon for us. However, we're also working on bringing up our fleet size. And that'll be done in 9 months. So that's not bad. We're going to get 5% more energy credits here soon, too. The Upross station is not connected to our trade network. Neither is the Sirius station, which is insane. Or the Jasmak station. Okay, we should definitely connect that as well. So that would connect... Well, Plov would connect to Jasmak. Oh, we have to do this way. Asium would connect to Trappist, Jasmak would connect to Asium, and then Plov would connect to Jasmak. Cool. The Asium station is actually unnecessary. It's already a citadel, so I'm just going to flip this over to pure anchorages. Because we do not require it. So Naval Logistics Office, Hydroponics Bay, and a Resource Silo. It's already a Star Fortress, so that's great. We no longer need that. The Trappist station is also no longer necessary. We're going to flip that over as well. Anchorages in all of these locations. Naval Logistics Office, we're simply going to dismantle the Defense Grid supercomputer. A Resource Silo there. Excellent. So those defensive platforms are unnecessary. This one in Plov is as well. Cool. So we could get anchorages here too. Anchorages here, here, and then in both of those locations. Naval Logistics Office, Hydroponics Bay, upgrade to Star Fortress. Done. That's going to get us a lot more naval capacity. And that's great. We already have another Titan capacity, so we can definitely go to a 4th fleet. And we should consider doing so. I'm going to immediately, as soon as we have enough anyway, I'm going to immediately queue up a Titan. There we go. That will take a long time to build, and we'll get that going. Energy credits from jobs finishes up, and we're going to grab energy weapon attack speed here. We're mostly interested in military technology, right? We want to, like, come over and attack these lads. That would be nice. They're not registered to vote, and we definitely want to change that. So we'll get to work on that, getting ourselves a proper 4th fleet. The Merrimack is not currently doing anything, and we may want to consider building gateway sites in locations like Alphard here. Well, that was quick to get to. Interesting. We're able to access the Bildnock gateways. Cool. But I think we go ahead and do this. We are going to be spending some of our influence, yes, but building these gateway sites is going to be quite slow. So that's okay. And that'll allow us to gather this trade over here. We're going to look to gather the trade over this way as well. We need to think about the best locations for that. Honestly, a gateway in the Uzab Vortex would probably work well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the progenitors want to pop. Sure. We took a vote, and we decided it was going to be for the best. Excellent. So we're going to build up a gateway site over here, near the hyper relay. Cool. Yes, that does spend influence, but for the time being, we don't have any extremely obvious targets to go after. So for the time being, we're not really able to do that. So we're working on building up our fleets instead, and we're going to build up our trade as well. This will earn us a lot more energy credits, and that will be ultimately very, very good for us. So I think one in Saiban, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Raskamir. So 1 in Saiban, and then perhaps 1 in Uzab Vortex to grab the rest of this up here. And then there is Vardavar. That's a thing that exists. Oh, okay. We should definitely, after we're done building here, we should come up to Bogor and build this research station. I did not notice that that wasn't a thing. From there,
Technology
we'll come
discovered.
over to Cyban. Cool. Fleet command limit finishes up, and for the time being, I think we will go for starbase capacity. Cool. And then we will definitely come into our fleets and bring these up to 10. So we need to bring this up to 50 in the corvettes. And that'll be fine for now. That's our only goal for the moment. And then we're going to reinforce these fleets. We can afford to reinforce about half of them. So we'll get that all underway. Cool. And we'll get the rest of those done soon enough. But it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to get our 4th fleet online, I'm pretty sure. And we are definitely going to be looking to declare war on someone else. Perhaps the Dorbalan Consortium. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.